Have you ever brought home a pot of cheerful, sunny marigolds, only to watch them sadly wither away? You are certainly not alone in this. These seemingly simple flowers can puzzle us in containers. Their bright faces, from fiery oranges to reds to the softest yellows, seem to promise effortless beauty. Yet a few common missteps can quickly lead to disappointment. The good news: success is straightforward once you know what marigolds need in pots. No secrets, just a gentle, observant approach. Avoid a few common mistakes and set the right conditions from the start. We will walk step by step: pot size, potting mix, sunlight, watering, a bit of food. Roll up your sleeves and let us give your marigolds the container home they deserve. Before we begin, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel so I can continue making more of these kinds of videos. Now, first up, do choose a pot with generous space for roots. Do not cram marigolds into tiny pots where they become stressed and root-bound. Dwarf types do well in 6 to 8 inch pots. Taller African marigolds prefer 10 to 12 inches or more. Material matters less than size, though terracotta breathes and helps the soil. Non-negotiable: drainage holes. Use a high-quality, peat-free potting mix made for containers. Do not use dense garden soil in pots. You want light, fluffy soil that drains freely yet holds moisture. Look for coir, composted bark, and perlite or grit. Gently slide the seedling out and loosen circling roots. Plant so the root ball sits level with the rim. No buried stem, no exposed crown. Fill and lightly firm to remove large air pockets. Give a long drink until water runs from the bottom. This is the most important watering. If growing from seed, sow them no deeper than a 1/4 inch in the soil, since they need light to germinate, and between 6 to 12 inches apart depending on the variety. Keep the soil consistently damp and place your pot in a warm, sunny location until they germinate, which takes anywhere between 4 and 14 days. Give marigolds at least 6 hours of direct sun. Do not tuck them in deep shade. East morning sun or a sunny south spot is ideal. In very hot regions, light afternoon shade prevents scorch. Mostly, more sun equals more flowers. Water by observation, not a rigid schedule. Check the top inch first. If dry, water slowly and deeply until it drains out. If damp, wait another day. In summer, you may water daily. In spring, every few days can be enough. Use a balanced liquid feed at half strength every 2 to 3 weeks. Do not overfeed, especially with high nitrogen. Leaves explode, flowers vanish. Alternatively, mix a slow-release fertilizer into the pot for steady nutrition. Do leave space between plants in bigger containers. Do not crowd them. Overcrowding weakens plants and kills airflow. Check mature size and space for a full, healthy display. Get these basics right and you will enjoy bright, happy blooms all season. Do deadhead regularly. Do not let old blooms go to seed. Energy leaves the flowers and goes to seed making. Cut to the next set of leaves to signal more buds. Make it a weekly habit for a longer bloom season. Watch for aphids and spider mites. Do not ignore them. Use a firm water spray or insecticidal soap if needed. Keep air moving, keep leaves dry, and water the soil, not the foliage. If plants get lanky, prune by about 1/3. It feels bold, but they rebound fuller. Choose drainage, use quality mix, give 6+ hours of sun, water deeply when the top inch is dry, feed lightly, and deadhead often. Avoid tiny pots with no drainage, waterlogged soil, deep shade, heavy nitrogen, and lingering spent blooms. You do not need a big garden. A single, well-tended pot can brighten your day. Start fresh, pay attention, and enjoy the simple joy of helping something grow. Your pot of sunshine awaits. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And leave a comment. We love hearing from you. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.